Welcome back to Snippet Coder, and this is our fifth video of our grocery app series of Node.js and Flutter application. In this video, we will design our product listing page, and for that we have to click on our category ID, and when we click here, it will show all the product of that particular category. And here we are the loader, then we have that products here, and then we have that infinite scrolling, also lazy loading. And if we go to the bottom of the page, you can see here loader is loading, and we will get another set of that products here on the basis of that paginations. And also we are showing here category name, and then we have that sorting feature here, and we can sort the product on the basis of our latest product. Then we have that price high to low, then we have a low to high price. So now if I click on the high to low, you can see here loader is loading, and here we are getting the product on the basis of our high price to our low price here. So now in the same way, if I change the price to low to high, you can see here we are getting all that product on the basis of that low price to high price. Then we have that option of that latest products here. If I click on that latest product, you will see here we will get the product on the basis of that date created in our database. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, subscribe the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. Thank you. So first of all, we have to modify our API, and there in the product API, we have to add the sorting feature over there. And for that, we have to first go to our service folder, and there we have products.service.js file. And there we have to go to the function of our get products, and there we have to add the sorting. And for adding that, we have to click the line break here, and here we will put sort, and we will put here params.sort. And also we have to include some fields also, and here we have to include two new fields. First one is a created at, and the second one is a updated at. So now we have to go to our controller file also, and we will click on that products.controller.js file. And there in our find all function, we have to add the parameter for our sorting and all. There we have to just add one new parameter, name as a sort, and we will pick it from request.query.sort, and we can verify here we are using here sort. So in our get product API, so now we have our feature of sorting also. We have just added one query string for the sort, and whenever we provide here any sort field name, then it will be sort the data on the basis of that field name only. So now we will go to our Flutter application, and there we have to modify our Flutter code and all. So first of all, we have to go to our main.dart file, and there we have to add the routing here for our page and all. And here we will add routes. Here we have string visit builder. Here we will add that routing for our /products. And in the coming video, we are going to use this one only for our other pages also, like for login, register, for cart, checkout. For the every page, we will use routing and all. And here we have to put build context, and here we have to assign the page. For that, we have to first create the page here, products_page.dart file, and we will make it as a stateful visit products page. So now we will assign this page over there, and we will put here products page. We will import this file, and we will put here constant. So now we have to go to our visit folder, and there we have home categories, and we will link this product page from our category clicking and all. When we click on any category, it will open that products page. For that, we have to go to our guest detector for this function in our build category list, and there we have the guest detector. Here we have to add that navigation and all. Here we will put navigator.of context.push name, and we have to provide the name here, and the name is /products. Then here we have to pass the arguments here, because we have to pass our category name and category ID from this page to our product listing page. Here we are passing category ID. We will pick it from our data.category ID. Then we have category name. We will pick it from data.category name. So now we will go back to our products page over there, and we will read these two variables from there. To check that this is working or not, we have to go to our products page. Here we have to create two variables. First one is string nullable type of category ID, string nullable type of category name. So we will read this argument in our did change dependency function, and for that we have to put here override void did change dependencies, and here we will put final map type of arguments is equal to model route of context and settings dot arguments as map. So this is the way to read the argument if we are passing any parameter from one navigation to other navigation, and this is the way to read that variables and all. Here we will check if arguments are not equal to null. Then we will have here category name is equal to arguments, and we will pass that name here, category name. So here we have category ID and category name as arguments that we are reading here. Same we have to do for our category ID also, and here we will put super dot change dependencies, and here in the override we have to make it lowercase, and just for the testing we will put here that scaffold visit, and here we add the app bar title we are using here text visit, and we will put here products. Then we have the body here, and just for the testing to show that we are getting that category name or not, we will put here category name, and we will put here not found in case there is any error in our reading and all, and we will show here not found. So now let's run the application to see is it working or not. So here we are getting the categories, and then we are getting here top 10 product which we have covered in our previous video. So if you have not watched that video, you can watch the video to understand how that state management is working, and we are reading that data from our API to our Flutter application. And here if I click on any of that category, you can see here we are getting our products page, and here we are getting that category name also. If I click on another category, you can see here that category name has been changed to fruit and vegetables here. So now we have to first modify our API service, then our models files and all. And for that we have to go to our product filter.dart file, and that is in our model folder. There we have our product filter. Here we have to add the new property that is string type of sort by. Then we have to create one more file. After that we will run the command for generating this freeze file and all. And here we have to create new model file that is product underscore sort.dart file. Here we have to create a class product sort model with underscore $product sort model. Here we have to add constructor factory product sort model, and here we have to add the two variables. First one is string label, then we have string value is equal to underscore product sort model, and here we will put the annotation for the freeze, and here we have to add part product underscore sort dot freeze dot dart. So now we have to run the command here. So this is the command which we have to run: flutter pub run build underscore runner build delete conflict output. So our auto generate file has been created, you can see here. So now we have to go to our service file, that is API service.dart file, and here we have to add one more condition here, and we will put here if product filter model dot sort by is not equal to null. That means we are passing that sorting in our query string. We'll put here query string sort is equal to product filter model dot sort by, and we'll put here exclamation sign because this is a nullable value. So rest of the code is same, so there is no need to change anything. So now we will move further. So now we are going to integrate our state management in our application for the use of our filtration in our product listing and the sorting and the pagination. For that we have to use our Riverpod state management we are using here state notifier and all. And for that we have to create some files here, and for that we have to go to our lib folder, and there we will create a new folder that is application. Inside that we will create one more folder that is state, and there we will add new file product underscore state.dart file, and here we have to create a new class that is class products state, and we have here $product state, and here we will create the constructor constant factory product states, and we have three variables here, and before that we have equal to underscore product states, And the first variable will be, we are putting a default value product class with the empty array, and variable name is list type of products, and we have to import the file here. Then here we have default true, and the variable name is bool has next. This will be used for our pagination and all. Then we have to show the loader, and for that we have to put one more variable, that is @default. We have to provide a default value in case we are not providing any value for the constructor, and it will pick the default value from here. And the default value for the loader is false here. Boolean type of is loading. So now we have to again run the command, and before that we have to put here @freeze, and here we have to import part product underscore state dot freeze dot, and we have to remove this one. Now we have to run the command here, and here we are getting the error because we have put the wrong name here. We have to put here products state. So now our product state file is ready. So now we will create one more folder here, and we will name it as a notifier. And there we have to create two notifiers. First one is for the filter, and the second one is for product listing and all. First one we are going to create is products underscore filter underscore notifier dot file. And here we have to create a class products filter notifier. We will extend it with our state notifier. Here we have to put product filter model. Here we have the constructor super, and we will put that default value here, product filter model. Here we have to put that pagination model. The default page number will be 0, and the page size will be 10 here. And here we have to create one method, that is void type of set product filter, and here we are passing that variable product filter model, and here we will set the state here. State is equal to model. So what it will do, we are going to use this product filter notifier for our filter and all. Whenever we do any sorting change over there, and there we are just going to hit this function for set product filter, and it will update our filter in our state. Same we will go do for our category also. When we click any category, and it will open that product listing page on the basis of that category only. So now we have to create one more notifier here, and the name of that will be products underscore notifier dot file. Here we have to create a class here, class products notifier. We will extend it with our state notifier product state. Here we have to create two variables. First one is a final type of API service underscore API service. Then we have final type of product filter model underscore filter model. Then here we have the constructor, and we have to pass both these classes here, and we are going to use these classes from our provider file and all. Here we have this dot API service, then we have this dot underscore filter model. Then we have super constant product state. Here we have to create one variable in type of underscore page is equal to 1, and the by default page number will be 1 here. Then we have to create one function, that is future void get products, and we will make it as async here. Here we will check if state is loading or not of state is has next. We will return here. That means if the state is loading, that means we already hit the database and we are loading the data. Whenever this function will be called again, and we will check here if there is already any request in the queue, or if we don't have any other data on the basis of this flag has next, then we will return the function and we will not proceed further. And this will be useful in the case of the pagination. Then we have to set the state here. State is equal to state dot copy with, and is loading true. And here we are using the copy with. That means we are going to replace this state data by updating this model file and this class file with addition to the modification to this is loading to true. That means the existing variable will be same. There is no need to do any change and all, and it will just update this particular variable here. Then here we have to create one variable where filter model is equal to underscore filter model dot copy with, and here we have to change the pagination and all. Pagination model page, we will pick from this page variable. Then we have the page size here. We will put by default 10. If we want to pick it from our config file, that also we can do. And this one we are doing if case of that page number change, if we are doing the lazy loading, if we are in a page number 1, and again we go to that bottom of our pagination and we hit again this function, in that case page number will be changed and we have to update this filter model from here. Then here we have to create one variable final products is equal to await underscore API service dot get products. Here we have to pass filter model. Then we have to create one more variable, new product is equal to state products, and we will append this product. This one we are doing because if we are doing any lazy loading over there. Suppose we have total number of record coming from the APIs around 50, but when we do the page number 1, then we are getting the set of 10 record per page. And suppose if we are in the page number 1, we get the 10 record, and again if we go to the bottom, we hit again the API, and in that case we hit the page number 2, and again we get 10 number of set more products, and in that case we already have existing 10 record. Now we have to append that 10 record with our new 10 record. Same we have to do till the time we get all the records from the database. For that purpose we have created new products and we are appending existing and the new products here. And here we will check if products.length is mode of 10 not equal to 0 or products is empty. That means there is no further record coming from the API. Then we will change the has next to false. That means there is no other set of record from the database. We have already fetched all the record from the database. Then we don't have to do any further lazy loading over there in the UI. State is equal to state dot copy with. Here we have has next false. Then here we have to do state is equal to state dot copy with, and we have to update the products here with the new products. And for the pagination, we will just append the page to page plus plus. It will increment the page number. Then again we have to do set state dot copy with, and here we have to change the is loading status to false. That means all the data has been loaded from the server, so there is no more loading. Then we have to change this to loading false. So what we are doing here, we have created one class product notifier and we are extended with the state notifier. Then we have created two variables. First class is for the API service. The second one is the filter model. Then here we have the constructor part and we are picking both these files from our provider. Then we have created one variable underscore page is equal to 1. Then we have created new function that is get product. This function is used to get the data from our API service and all. And here we are checking the condition like if there is a existing loading is happening or if there is no any other product, then we have to return from here. We will not go further here. Then we are just changing the state of is loading true. That means we have just starting that API hitting and we change the status to load so that we can show the any loader in our application. And here we are just changing the page number on the basis of that page variable in our filter model. Then in the products, we are just calling here API service.get product with our await, and we are just passing the new model of that filter model. Then here we have the new variable for new product and we are just appending our existing record with our new record on the basis of this products and the state.products. Then we are checking here if our length is not equal to 0, that means we already get all the data, or if that there is no data, then we will change the has next to false. Then here we are just changing the state of our product with the new products here. Then we are just incrementing our page number. And then we are just changing the state of our is loading to false. So now we will create one more function to reset our product listing and all. And for that we have to create here future void refresh products. So in case we have to just refresh that sorting and all, then we have to call this function. We will change your state is equal to state dot copy with. Here we have to put the product and we will initialize with the empty array. Then we have has next false. Then here we will change the page to 1 and we will just call here await, and before that we have to make it as async here. Await get products. It will just call the API after resetting the page number, and it will again call this function to get all the new data from the server, and it will reset all the filter and all. So our product notifier class is also ready. So now we will add our provider file. For that we have to go to our provider.dart file. There we already have category provider and the home product provider. So there is no change in our home provider. We have to just add new provider here. Here we have final products filter provider is equal to state notifier provider, and we have to pass here product filter notifier and product filter model ref, and here we have to call products filter notifier, and this will be used when we are calling our sorting and all. Then we have filter products notifier provider is equal to state notify provider state notifier provider. Here we have products filter notifier product filter model. Then here we have product filter notifier, and we will pick the value of our first constructor variable, that is reference.watch. We'll pick from our API service. In the second one we are picking from reference.watch products filter provider, and this one is a product notifier, not product filter, and we will import the file here. And this one also we will change it to product notifier, and this one will be changed to product state. So what we did here, we have created a provider with the state notifier provider, and we are just passing our value for this constructor, that is API service, and the product filter model that we are picking from our API service provider by using our reference.watch, and that for the filter we are picking from the reference.watch product filter provider, and the state we are picking from there. So now we will move further, and the UI we are just going to implement this provider and all. So now we have to do the designing of our UI, and there we will integrate our provider and all, Riverpod, and for that we have to go to our product listing page, and here in the body we have to change it to container visit. There the color we are using here, colors.gray color for the background. Then we have the child here, and we are using a column visit, and the main axis alignment we are using a main axis alignment dot start. Then we have the cross axis alignment, and we are using a cross axis alignment dot start. Then we have the children's here. So in the children we have to create two visit. First one is for that filter, and the second one is for our product listing and all. And for the product filter we have to create one class underscore product filter. We will extend it with our consumer visit, and here we have to create one variable underscore sort by options, and this will be used for our drop down of our sorting and all. And we have to add the data here, product sort model, and the value we will put here, created at, and this will be the field name value which we have to provide here. Then we have the label here. The label name will be latest. We have to copy this, we have to paste 2 times, and the second one will be product price, and here we have to pass price high to low, and here we have to put here minus in the case of the descending order, and here we have to put price low to high. We have to put here product price. Then here we have to pass the constructor. Inside the constructor we have key. Then we have 2 more variable, this dot category name, this dot category ID. And here we have to create both these variable, final string category name, final string category ID. Then here we have to overwrite visit build, and here we have to pass build context. Then we have visit reference. From here we will return container visit, and we will put the height of 51. Then we have the margin here. We will have here constant edge instead dot from left to right. In the left we are putting here 10, top 10, right 10, and the bottom 5. Then we have the child here, and for the child we are using a row visit because we have to show 2 things. First one is a category name in the left hand side, and that drop down for our sorting in the right hand side. And the main axis alignment we are using here main axis alignment dot space between. Then we have the children's here, and the first one we are using a text visit with category name, and the style we are using here text style. Font weight we are using here font weight dot bold, and a font size we are using here 15. and we will wrap it with our padding also, and we can check this side by side with the UI also. Before that, we have to call this product filter visit from here, and we have to pass category ID, then we have to pass category name. So let's see in the UI. So here I have to refresh the page, and from here I will click on any of that category. You can see here we are getting category name, but that background is coming very dark gray. We have to change the background little bit. So now it is fine. We can make it 300. Here we are getting our category name. So let's design further to have that drop down also. And for the drop down, we are going to use our pop-up menu button. And here we have to add container. Then we have the decoration. We are using a box decoration, and the color we are using here colors dot gray color 300. Then we have the child here, and we are using a pop-up menu button. Then we have our on selected event. We have sort by, and the implementation we will do later on. Then we have our initial value, that also we will do later on. Then we have our item builder. We have build context. Then from here we will return underscore sort by option dot map, and from here we will return pop-up menu button item, pop-up menu item, and the child we are putting here value, and here in the pop-up menu item we have that value. We are passing here item dot, and this one we will make it to item. Here we have item dot value. Then we have our child here, and we are putting here inkwell visit, and we will put here child text visit item dot label, and we will put here to list. And here we have to change the icon also. The icon we are using here icons dot filter alt underscore alt, and we will put here constant. So now if I click on this filter, you can see here we are getting three options. First one is latest, then we have price high to low, then we have price low to low, and this one we have to change it to low to high, and we have to reload the application. Here if I click on that fruits category, you can see here we are getting category name, then we are getting here filters here, and now we have to do the implementation of this filter also. And for that we have to just put here one variable, final filter provider is equal to reference.watch. Here we have to call product filter provider. Here we have to use that initial value from this one. Here we have initial value filter provider dot sort by, and inside our on selected event we can change the filter. Here we will create the class product filter model. Filter model is equal to product filter model, and here we have pagination model. We will pick from pagination model. Page number will be 0, page size will be 10. Then we have the category that we will pick from our filter provider dot category ID. Then we have our sort by, and that we will pick from our sort by dot toString. And here we have to set this value. We will call here reference dot read, and we have to pass that product filter provider dot notifier dot set product filter, and we will pass this filter model. So now let's reload the application to see is it working or not. Here we have that filter coming. So now if I click on low to high, if I click again, you can see here that value has been selected here. Now if I click it to latest one, now if I click again, you can see here that selected value is coming as the latest. That means our provider is working fine here. So now let's go back and see if I change the category. If I come again here, you can see the default value is coming as the latest here. If I change it to low to high, and if I go back again, so now if I go to our another category, and here if I click here, you can see here selected value is coming as a low to high. That means our statement is working fine here. So now let's move further. And here we have to call one more function that we will do later on, that will be used for calling our get product. And for that we have to first create our visit for showing the products and all. And here we have to create one more class underscore product list extend consumer visit. Here we have override visit. Here we have build visit, build context. Then we have our visit reference, and here we have to create one variable final product state is equal to reference.watch. Here we have to pick it from products notifier provider, and here we will check if product state dot products is empty, and here we will check if not of product state dot has next and not of product state dot is loading. Then we will just return here constant center visit child text visit no products. That means there is no further product and there is no loading. That means there is no data, so we will show here no products. In the else by default condition, we will show here return constant linear progress indicator. It will show the loader here, and here we have to return column visit. We have the children's here. Here we are using flexible visit, and the flex we are using here 1. Then we have the children's here, and we are showing here grid view dot count. Then we have the cross axis count. We are putting here 2. That means we have to show 2 product added 1 row. Then we have the children's here that we have to generate with our list dot generate. We will call here product state dot products dot length. Then we have the index, and from here we will return product card, which we have created in our previous video for our home product. So if you have not watched that video, you can watch the video, and there you can get all that product design and all. And here we have to pass model product state dot products, and we have to pass the index here. So now we have to call this product list also from our this visit, and we have to put here flexible visit with this child. Then we have a flex 1. So now we have to go to our home category also. From there we will initialize our get product and all. We have to go to a visit in our home categories, and here before the navigation we have to call our provider and all. Product filter model filter model is equal to product filter model. Here we have the pagination model, and we are using a pagination model page 1. Then we have the page size 10. Then we have the category ID. We will pick from our data dot category ID, and here we have to pass one variable visit reference, and we have to pass it from here. And from here we will just call reference dot read product filter provider dot notifier dot set product filter, and we have to pass here filter model. Then we have reference dot read product notifier provider dot notifier dot get products. So now reload the application to see is it working or not. So from here we will just click on that first category here. You can see here we are getting 2 products here. So now we will go back again and we will click on another category, and here you can see we are getting the data on the basis of this category. And here also we can check the sorting is working or not, and for that we have to first change the sorting here high to low. Here you can see loader is loading but data is not coming, because the reason is that we have to go there in our this code, and here we are not call our reference dot read product notifier provider dot notifier, and here we have to call dot get products. We will save it. So now reload the application, and here if I click on this category, and now if I change the price high to low, you can see we are getting the data here, and we are getting all the high price in the top and the low price in the bottom. And again if I click on the low to high, you can see here we are getting low price to high price. So now we have to also implement that refresh visit also, and for that we have to just call here refresh indicator, and the child we have to use this one, and here we have to add that on refresh event, and here we have to call reference dot read products notifier provider dot notifier dot refresh products. So what it will do, let's go to the function and see. So what it will do, it will empty our state of the products here, and it will make that has next to false. Then it will change the page number to 1, and then it will call get products here, and we will make it async here. So now let's reload the application to see that pull to refresh is working or not. For that we have to click on the category here. So now you can see here data is coming, and first we will change the sorting here to high to low. So now if I refresh to pull to refresh here, so refresh indicator is not working because by mistake we have added in our product filters. That we have to do in our listing page, and for that we have to just copy our code here and we will put in our product listing page. Here we will just reload the application to see is it working or not. We click on the second category here. So now if I pull to refresh, you can see here that is working, but so here we are getting no products. So let's see what the issue is. For that we have to go to our product notifier file, and here we have our refresh products. So now the issue seem to be we have make that has next to false. We have to make it true, because if we make it as a false, then it will return from here and it will not load any data. So now let's reload the application to see is it working or not. From here we will click on the second category and we will change that sorting also. So now we will refresh here. You can see here we are getting that refresh data, but that sorting is not reset because we have not reset the sorting here. For that, if we want to reset, we can also do by change that variable here, that state variable, but we not require that thing, because refresh is basically used if there is any new addition in the data, or for that we can have the refresh button and all. So now let's move further and we will integrate our lazy loading here, and for that we have to go to our products page. In this category we have more than 10 record, but it is showing 10 because we have not implementing any lazy loading here, pagination. For that we have to create one variable here, final scroll controller underscore scroll controller is equal to scroll controller, and here we have to add one event for this scroll controller underscore scroll controller dot add listener. We have to add the listener here, and we will check here if underscore scroll controller dot position dot pixel is equal to underscore scroll controller dot position dot max scroll extent. That means we are end of that page. Now here we have to create two variables. First one is a final products view model is equal to reference dot read product notifier provider dot notifier. The second one is a final products state is equal to reference dot watch products notifier provider. Here we will check if products state dot has next, that means it's having a further data from that server. Then we will call here product view model dot get products. So what we are doing here, we have created one variable for scroll controller, and then we have added one listener here. Then we are checking here if that position.pixel is equal to position.max scroll extent. Then we have two variables. First one is a product view model. Then we have a product state. In the product view model, we are just reading our product notifier provider.notifier. Then we have the product state that will be used for checking that variable for has next. Then if it is having the further data from the server, then we will call here product view model dot get products. And now we have to link this scroll controller in our grid view. For that we have to, here we have controller, and we will assign with our scroll controller. So now reload the application to see is it working or not. We have our second category which is having more record. Now we are getting 10 record here. We will go to the bottom. Here we are getting more data here, but we are not getting any loader here. So for that we have to put the loader also. Here after that flexible visit, we have to put a visibility visit. There we will check if product state dot is loading and product state dot products dot is not empty. Then we will show here loader container, and the height we are using at 35, width we are using at 35. Then we have the child here. We are showing here circle progress indicator, and we will put a constant here also. We will replace it with the size box also we can do. Then we will put here constant. So now let's reload the application to see that loader is coming or not. And here we will go to the bottom. You can see we are getting a loader that is coming very fast because we are doing that testing from our local server, that API. For that, if we want to experience that loader, we have to put some delay in our API call. For that, we have to go to our notifier, products notifier, and we have to execute this code with our future delete. We will put here future.delete, and the constant duration we will put here milliseconds 1500. Then we will put this code inside our delay. So what we did here, we have put some delay of around 1500 millisecond. After that, this code will be executed. Till the time it will show the loader here, and let's reload the application to see is it working or not. We'll go to our second category. Here you can see loader is coming here for the first request also. Then we will go to the bottom. You can see here we are getting the loader here, and after some time it is getting more record from the server. Then again the loader is gone to the next request, but we have not received any request from the server because we don't have more data. Then after that there's no loader is loading because all the data has been loaded, and we have already put the condition over there. If loader is not loading and we don't have any data over there in the server, then it will not show any loader. That means our pagination is also working fine, and our pull to refresh is also working fine, and we have that sorting feature also, that is also working fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you have learned a lot of new thing in this video, that is sorting. Then we have that lazy loading, then we have our filter with the category and all, and also we have pull to refresh feature also we have learned. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. I will come back soon with another awesome video. Thank you for watching the video.